We go. Hello everyone, welcome back. One of the fresh episode of Crow with Anshuman, and today we have a special gift. Hi Geeta, how are you doing today? It's been a long time we have been connected. I guess more than a year. So how's everything going at your end?
Yeah, it's been more than a year. In back days when there were my holidays, that time only I connected with you. And
Mm-hmm.
now I am already enjoying holidays. Yeah.
Oh, cool, 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 cool. So how was your last year like? How did you feel about your own journey? And how was your teaching experience since you are full-time teaching professional? So did you feel any change from there? New learnings? Would like to know a
Yeah.
little bit about that part.
Yes, sure. Actually, I know very well that where I was and where I now. Because it's been a great experience with me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Previously, it's been 2 years that I am working on my spoken skill.
Okay.
Previously, I was doing everything like listening, reading, writing. Only one part was there, that was speaking, where I was not paying much attention. So
Okay.
that's why I was not getting fluency. So I thought that by hook or by crook, I have to work on my fluency. So in very first year, I work on my fluency, and I can say that little bit I have got it.
Okay.
And in my second year, I'm just working on my clarity and voice modulation, especially with accuracy. So
Love.
this is my motive. Yeah.
Perfect. In that journey, I believe that you must have got a lot of confidence because you might have talked with a lot of individuals. You might have gone through with the situation wherein people started complimenting you that, hey, you are improving fast. So do you feel that confidence also
Yes.
plays an important role in terms of communication?
Yes, I have gained confidence. Actually, when it comes to confidence, I would say that confidence is not something that we are born with. Confidence is a skill that we can build up. Everyone
Mm-hmm.
can build up. Like we just go to gym or do yoga, so we build up some muscles. In the same way, if we do practice every single day, so we are just building our confidence.
Mm,
What
I
do you
mean,
think about confidence?
exactly, exactly. The feelings are mutual. I also believe in the same manner that we would never be confident at the initial stage. Obviously a lot of confusions would be there. You would never know that what you're gonna progress or not, but after certain period of time you speak with 10 people, 20 people, 50 people, 100 people, and eventually once you hit a certain threshold you would feel a little change in you, because I have gone through with the same phase where I was not able to see significant change and I was feeling really stuck, that am I really making some improvement or not. But after a certain period of talking, after hitting a threshold, maybe after talking to 200 people, I feel okay, I learned this thing. So I feel a little confidence because I started getting compliment and so on, you are improving, or I felt by myself after watching a lot of my videos. So I believe yes, it is in part and parcel of game. You would never be confident at day one, but one day you will obviously be if you do this practice of speaking. Yeah.
Yes. Actually, here I would say that really you have proved. In previous videos, you were quite hesitant, and it was
Yeah.
not that Anshuman to whom I am just meeting today, because now you are quite confident and something enthusiastic learner. There is energy. You feel always energetic in every video of yourself, and really, it's remarkable. I
Thanks.
just appreciate your confidence.
Thank you so much. Thank you so why not let's talk more about this part, because I believe this time, Geeta, there's few, I mean, a lot of learners would like to understand that how someone can actually build the confidence while speaking, because some of the time they are prepared, they have done enough preparation, they have even spoken before, but once it comes to real speaking, they feel a little hesitant. So what do you think that what they should do the change in their communication so that they feel confident while speaking?
Mm. Here I can say that if anybody who
Mm-hmm.
is here to beginner stage, he
Mm-hmm.
always feel hesitant.
Okay.
They fumble. Why? First of all, people say just talk to strangers. Before talking strangers, I have noticed people are not ready to face themselves first. First of all, we should know that how we can face ourselves.
What does
Face
it mean?
how we can face our anger, how we can
Okay.
face our emotions, and how we can face the difficulties in our life by our own. And when we are ready to face ourselves, and when we think, yes, this is the person who can do each and everything, what is needed? Only determination. Yes, I can do it. So I
Hmm.
think that is the thing. If anybody just nurture this quality, that yes, I am able, I can do everything, nothing is impossible, just boost positiveness in yourself. And when it comes to speaking, so I would say just to face strangers, because when we face strangers and when we had a meaningful conversation, that time we come to know that how confident we are. Actually, what happens when we are talking from first person, second person, as you already said, so that time we fumble. But if we make this journey increased like 10 to 15 people, so in every conversation we feel that it is better than before.
Correct.
Now I am doing the best. Now it could be more fruitful. So
Correct.
that's the thing. Yeah. And one can make here I would just that I have experienced, I am only telling that in my previous time I had made lots of solo videos, even though I was not able to make those videos.
Okay.
I used to take even 20, 30 retakes for 2 minutes or 3 minutes videos,
Hmm.
but I did because I want to face myself. I want to see that where do I stand. Okay, so that videos I was not uploading on my channel,
Hmm.
but I was making every single day to make myself confident. And
Lovely.
it works because when we shoot ourselves, when we videos ourselves, so we come to know what are our gray areas and where we can do work. Yeah.
Got it. Lovely. I mean, this is very important. Firstly, we'll have to be comfortable with ourselves. That's what you mentioned, right? That's where the
Yes.
second time or second process is to understand and how do we interact. That is secondary. But if you're not comfortable enough with yourself, then obviously you would struggle a lot in terms of making conversation. That's pretty good point. And do
Yes.
you really think in general, Geeta, also, what is one or two important factor? While let not only be specific about this spoken English, how do you feel
Hmm.
about someone that he or she can be become confident in terms of general life? Like once you see someone, you can actually feel that, oh, this guy is being confident. So what and all qualities they should able to develop? If let's suppose if I
Yes.
wanted to ask
One
you,
should,
then
yeah.
what would you tell me? Yeah.
Yes, I would say that one should work with public speaking,
Mm-hmm.
how to present oneself in front of public.
Mm-hmm.
We should work on our body language,
Yeah.
because our body language also works a lot. If we
Okay.
are sitting with slouching our shoulders, and
Correct.
we are not we are not putting any eye contact nicely, and it seems like we are staring to someone, so it is always awkward. We
Correct.
should have a confident appearance look.
Hmm.
Yes,
So
our
means
body
that
language should be confident.
correct, correct, correct. So before even talking, people gonna judge you or gonna process you by your body language because everyone is voice until they speak. So even before you speak, people are
Actually,
judging you.
I think we can do 80% conversation with our body language. 20%
Yeah.
depends on our spoken.
Yeah, even one of the
Yeah.
data shows I have gone through with the recent data. I have seen this number wherein it shows like your word only plays 7% role in your communication. More than 70
Yes.
plus percent role is being played by your non-verbal communication, which specifically is taken care by your body language, eye gesture, posture, hand movement, and other stuff. So I believe yes, if someone
Yes.
can depict themselves or present themselves by their body a little confident, they would get the edge, right?
Really,
Perfect.
really.
Perfect.
Very
Perfect. And in also, I do have one also concern, Geeta. I would like to understand your thought. I believe once we have sorted by this body language part, if we have committed something from ourselves, like let's suppose I just said that I will do this, and if I could able to do it, and if I could able to fulfill whatever I have said, so I believe that is also where we can feel a little confident. I'll give you my example. I was a very psyched back then, 4 years back, because I was thinking I'll be waking up early. I was giving unrealistic expectation from me, and at the end of the day, I was not able to complete any of the task, and I was feeling underconfident. Even I was not able to talk with
yes.
someone because I was not able to fulfill this thing. But once I started changing a bit of thing, I started taking practical goals. I was hitting that goal. I was feeling, oh yes, I can do this. Whatever I'm saying, I'm doing this.
Hmm.
And after repeating it for the years, I believe now I can do anything. So that's where I believe the confidence also comes. What do you think about this?
Yes, it's important to prioritize our goal. That
Mm.
what do you want to do in your life? That time only you can work on that.
Correct, 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 correct. Cool, cool, cool.
And I also believe, yeah, if anybody just want to be confident, so one should build good habits in themselves. Okay, we need to inculcate good habits,
Correct.
because if today you are building one habit, so tomorrow your hobbies are going to build your future. What do you say?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I do remember one quote that you would never decide your future, your habit will decide your future. So better you build
Yes,
a
yes,
habit. So
yeah,
let's talk a bit about also building the habits, Geeta. How do you think that, let's
yes.
suppose I say you that, tell me that how could I be a early riser? Having said that, I have never been, woken up early. So what suggestions, practical advices would you give to a learner?
Mm. In terms of reading or learning English.
No, no, anything. Let it be any habit if someone
Okay, okay,
wanted to build.
anything.
Yeah. How would, what is the
Yeah.
step-by-step procedure?
Yes. When it comes to me, as I have core interest of yoga. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, I'm too much into yoga. If anybody just start with doing some exercise, so we always plan that from tomorrow onwards we are going to do this, and from today onwards we are
Mm-hmm.
going to do this.
Mm-hmm.
But at last we procrastinate everything.
Correct.
Why? Because our whatever we have set that is not perfect with our schedule.
Hmm.
We use so many things that today I'm going to do this, today I'm going to do sun salutation like 20 or something else. But we should start. One should know that if anybody is starting, so
Mm-hmm.
we should start with small steps.
Yeah.
Okay, like if you are not into yoga and meditation, just start with 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, 10 minutes every day. And when you think that you are able to give that 10 minutes, so after 2 weeks you can increase that according to your body.
Hmm.
Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
we can do like that. And it comes to our bad habits also. Sometimes people are so indulged and so inclined to one particular habit, they
Mm-hmm.
just want to get rid of it, like addiction of having tea or addiction of smoking, but they are not able to do. But I think if they just want to make it, they need to make it uninteresting,
Hmm.
no, unattractive.
Okay.
Suppose if I am too much fond of having tea,
Mm-hmm.
so I need to make my this habit unattractive, or I need to make it invisible.
How would
Means
you do
just
that?
hide all those things.
Okay.
Suppose you don't want to make tea or you don't want to have more tea, so just keep that sugar, teas, everything in any bundle or anywhere you can put aside, or
Understood.
whatever are your beautiful mugs of having tea or coffee, keep it aside. So when it is not visible to you, so you are not going to take it again and again. Means
Hmm.
the good habits you want to achieve, okay, you want to inculcate, so you need to make it attractive and visible. And those bad habits, to those you want to just eradicate from your life, so just make it unattractive and invisible.
Oh, lovely, lovely. It is
Sometime
so
it is going
practical.
to help you.
Yeah, it is so
Yeah.
practical. I do remember now. This thing has also written in Atomic Habit book if you have gotten chance.
Yes, yes,
Right? So I think if someone wanted to build the habit, first and foremost thing what you mentioned is that just start. Firstly, start it
yes.
without much
Start
thinking and
with
don't.
small.
Exactly. Start with a small. Don't set unrealistic expectation that within 10 days I'll
Yes.
be best speaker of the world. No,
Yeah.
you would never able to do that. That is impractical. And second, once you decide, correct me if I'm wrong, then start actually implementing very small habits in your day. of your bigger goal. Let's suppose you said that, okay, within 4 months I will be
Hmm.
speaker, then start with 5 to 10 minutes of speaking, right? Is it what we are telling? And
Yes,
eventually
yes, yes.
scale
That
that.
is the thing. Yeah.
Perfect. Sounds good. Sounds good. Cool. So have you ever, this time, have you tried building a new habit this year and you have find a little, encouraging while you built something new and you felt, oh, that's what you have achieved
Yes,
so far.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have built one habit. Actually, previously I used to get tired when I was just having conversation
Mm-hmm.
like this. Means I was not able to speak without for 30 minutes continuously.
Okay.
Because after 30 minutes, I used to feel that now I am exhausted. I can't speak in this English language. It's
Uh-huh.
not my cup of tea.
Mm-hmm.
But then I started making speaking something great. Like I started self talk, and apart from self talk, I started audio conversation. And in audio conversations, also I did audio conversation in chunks. Means first I'm making means first I'm making for 1 hour, and then after 2 3 hours gap, again I am just connecting for 1 or 2 hours. So in
Understood.
this way, I just feel that now I am in the loop of having conversation in this
Yeah.
manner. So now I am able to speak at least 1 to 2 hours continuously, and I don't feel poor or monotonous.
So means taking breaks is also very important in between. That's where you can actually
Yes,
refresh yourself. Otherwise, you will be exhausted and you feel a little monotonous.
really, really.
Cool, cool, understand. I believe let's talk now a bit about this speaking and communicational aspect, Geeta, because I believe majority of learner would watch us to just get some help in terms of spoken English. So I would like to understand about building the habit of speaking because that's where we have finalized that we have earlier doing everything except speaking. But I believe that you also have gone
Yes,
through with the same thing. Once we'll start the speaking, then only the things will start getting changes, right? So what would you
really,
suggest
really.
or tell those beginners who are being still thinking that they are even watching videos, they are reading books, they are doing everything other than speaking? So where they should start?
Yeah, here I would advise those I am following nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, nowadays I am giving 100% to my practice,
Okay.
and my percentage is divided in this manner. I am giving 80% to my speaking and 20% to other skills like
Lovely.
listening, reading, writing, vocabulary. That is my 20% part, and 80% is going with the speaking.
Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's giving me result, no doubt.
Lovely. So I believe that if someone is watching this video, I would also encourage you to take only one thing if you can take. Start today. Smart, start small. So if you
Yes.
haven't
Actually,
started speaking
speaking comes
practice,
by speaking only. Yes,
exactly. Exactly. There is a very famous example even Geeta that if you wanted to better at swimming, you'll have to go to water. So it's more about that.
yes, yes.
Come to the water,
Really.
take
One
the step
need
ahead.
to
Yeah.
indulge, yes, properly.
Perfect, perfect. I believe now a learner who are watching those videos would get something meaningful and practical advices what they can implement from today only, right? They would feel a little encouraging. Yeah. All right.
Really, actually we both are just making this conversation fruitful, beneficial with our experience, our back 2 years experience.
Right, 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 right. And experience is one of the best teacher I have ever felt that way because
Really.
there are so many
Actually,
YouTubers, teachers. Yeah, yeah,
may
please
I
go ahead.
ask you one more question?
Yeah, yeah, please go ahead.
Uh, when it comes to experience, I have noticed that when we are at a beginner's level, okay,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
so we think that we need to work on speaking, we need to work on fluency, and when we just pass that era, so then we enter in the era of clarity and accuracy. But that time we think now there is a plateau of English.
mm-hmm,
What do you think? We feel that we have stuck,
mm-hmm,
and we need to just lift a bit.
mm-hmm. After intermediate
So
stage, you are saying?
how one can just come out of this situation?
From beginner to intermediate or intermediate to advanced, you are saying?
It is easy, I would say. I would say that it is easy from beginner to intermediate. It is easy to
Mm-hmm.
reach.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can reach with efforts.
Mm-hmm.
But when we are at intermediate level, so that time we feel stuck. We
Mm-hmm.
feel that now we are not progressing in terms of speaking English. A1 to B1, it is easy. But when we just want to touch C1, so that is little bit difficult. So that time we feel flat.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I have to, like, I cannot even ignore this thing. I cannot deny with this fact. So, uh,
Really.
however, we'll have to understand firstly the cause of this, that what we are expecting. So, what did I do in my case? What really worked for me is that I was very clear that what I wanted out of this. So, if I wanted to be best at speaking, so I would rather focus more on speaking clearly, speaking, or
Mm,
jotting down those things which is essentially important for
mm,
speaking. However, if my focus would be being not only a good speaker, along with that, I wanted to be great communicator, which is essentially do need to have certain other qualities like listening, body
mm.
language, gesture, posture, storytelling, and other questionnaire thing. So probably my approach would be different. So talking, I hope and I believe that you might be asking from the perspective of being better speaker, that how we
Yes,
can, level up from, let's suppose, B1 to other upside level. So if we are clear and we do have clarity, and very important thing, we do have awareness, which essentially we
yes,
lack with the time that where we are struggling. So if we are good enough to acknowledge ourselves that Anshuman is lagging here, this is the scope of improvement, then we can actually work on those things and significantly we can improve with the repetition. But majority of the
yes,
time, what happens, we are chasing 10 rabbits at a time. Geeta, believe me, from last 2.5 years of conversation I have made, the very common question I get from there, I ask that, hey, where do you want, what is your scope of improvement? Where do you want it to work on? They'll say, I wanted to be fluent. I wanted to best at speaking. I wanted to, good words and others. I feel, boss, this is not your problem. So I started giving them
yes,
diagnostic thing, asking question, what is your primary goal? Where do you feel strongest? And where exactly do you need to improve? So the clarity is very important. If you're aware enough, you know that what is the
mm,
scope of improvement. You are having a clear vision.
yes,
So actually you can measure that where you should work on. And the thing what can measure can improve. So obviously after certain repetition on working on your flaws multiple times, we can actually level up ourselves.
yes. One thing also, I just want to add one more point.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, as I am talking about plenty of English, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not like that there is only plenty of English. Whatever we are learning, there are plateaus condition. Suppose
Yes.
if anybody just want to reduce their weight,
Mm-hmm.
so they also stuck at one level. Those who just want to reduce from 80 to 60 kg, so they sometimes get stuck at 60 kg only. They don't reduce much than that. So this condition is with every skill, every work. So that time, what we need to do, we need to do work out of our comfort zone
Yeah.
when we need to push ourselves. Yes, we need to do something else. We need to make more efforts that are going to level up our English, so that
Exactly.
efforts are required.
Even this is one of the hardest lesson I have ever learned so far, Geeta, is that majority of people start leaving or just give up before even getting some
Mm,
results. So let's suppose
really.
I wanted to be better at speaking. I tried for 2 3 days, it didn't go well, I leave because now it's being a little harder for them. And the second kind of
Mm,
people, they would feel a little discomfort but they would continue for, let's suppose, 10 20 days, they'll feel a little
yes,
change, but because they cannot see the significant change they will also leave. But only 1
yes,
to 2% people who would sustain themselves, don't matter what would happen, I would never leave this journey. They can actually see
mm,
the significant improvement, as you mentioned, after they will hit the
really,
bottom
really.
and they can see, oh, I have actually improved. So I have realized this thing very often, that after putting a lot of efforts, maybe after 1 year, I have significantly seen, the exponential curve in my learning, what I haven't seen from last 1 year. So we'll have to be sustainable
Yes,
enough. We'll have to be persistent. That's where we can actually improve.
yeah. Actually, I would say that it's been my serendipity that whatever I have done with quite determination. I am determined about my goals. Whatever goals I just keep with myself. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
like in previous year, my goal was to work on my fluency, so I achieved that.
Lovely.
And this year, my goal is to work on my accuracy and voice modulation. So I'm working on that. We
Oh,
need to fix it. We need to glued at one thing and don't
correct.
leave it. Yes.
So what exactly, Geeta, you are doing for voice modulation? Because I believe a lot of learner would also want to know the practices to improve the voice modulation, which is very
Yes, for
essential.
voice modulation, I'm doing shadowing with there is one channel,
Mm-hmm.
pronunciation with Emma.
Emma, okay. Okay.
Yes, yes. So I'm doing that. I'm following that.
So
Yeah.
shadowing means they would give you a certain phrases, but you'll have to read it into fluctuative space
Yes.
or stone.
Yeah, actually, somewhere I need to work on my pronunciation. I think so that I did, but now there is not a big deal. I'm not making any kind of these kind of pronunciation mistakes, and some mistakes are common as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and when it comes to voice modulation, so I'm just reading one particular paragraph of my books,
Okay.
whatever I am reading, whether it is Atomic Habits or The Alchemist. I
Mm-hmm.
try to read one piece with proper voice modulation. Where should be rise, where should
Mm-hmm.
be fall. In that manner, I am practicing. Yeah.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. And I cannot believe that we have already talked for half an hour now. I'm started getting reminder from Zoom. So that's where the real conversation happens out of a script. We used to talk, and it was a pretty amazing conversation with you after a long time, Geeta. I really enjoyed the session, though I learned so many things from you as well. Today you mentioned few of the this
Same
Pareto
here.
effect.
Even
Yeah.
I'm also so happy. I'm feeling ecstatic after just having this conversation because 1 year back when I was enjoying my summer vacation, that time I made a conversation with you. Now again I have got a chance in these summer vacations. Yeah,
Pleasure is all mine.
lovely.
Yeah, I like to host
Yeah.
that. Yeah, obviously would look for one more podcast. However, I would like to give this chance to audience. If you want, guys, us to discuss on a specific topic, do comment
Yeah,
us that what exactly need to be
yeah,
discussed.
we can connect with one particular topic as well if
Exactly.
our audience wants.
Right. And please take one lesson out of this video. Please don't just leave it as it. Otherwise, nothing would change. Take one practical advice and write down
Yes.
in comment that what you're gonna change after this video. Yep.
Yeah, here I would say one thing at last.
Yeah, please.
as as we learn as we learn from one particular book, it is the experience of years to years with one particular author.
Yep.
In the same way, when we make any conversation like this, like a podcast, so it is also the experience of two learners.
Yeah,
So
correct.
one should learn something or the other. If they are just wisely and candidly learning and listening and at least implementing one thing, so it is going to give you great result, no doubt.
Exactly. That's where I focus on more practical thing so that I can actually give them practical advices rather than talking theoretical stuff what we haven't. So thank you again, Geeta,
Yeah.
for being here and sharing your practical advice. And I
Thank you,
believe learner would
Anshuman.
have got a lot of value out of that. Looking forward to connect you again. Thank you. Have a great day ahead.
Okay then, bye bye. Have a nice day.
Yeah. Bye bye.